So, Violet's1st, the bad boy of YouTube. Where to begin? Where to begin? Violet's1st is essentially just a bunch of white trash hillbillies just making random videos and posting them on the internet. And, that's exactly what they are. They're not really anything special. But over the years, they have accumulated a lot of views and a lot of subscribers, and they've pretty much blown up, and they were doing pretty good and making consistent videos, and then they kind of just disappeared for really no good reason. The best explanation they gave was it was for COVID, but there's probably more to it, but that's not what we're here to talk about. We're here to talk about the iceberg of Violet's1st. Yeah, I made this, and it's going to go over everything Violet's1st related. Now, there is probably going to be some stuff missing, and, I tried to include as much as I could, but this iceberg is really long and just really packed. So, if I'm missing, like, say, one thing or two things, it's because I couldn't fit it in, and I was going to add it, but, I didn't want to make this, like, way too big, or else I wasn't going to be able to, like, edit it. So, without further ado, let's get started. So, I've never made an iceberg before, so I hope I'm doing this right. I've seen tons of iceberg videos, but I don't really know how to, like, talk about it, so I hope I do this right. And, with that out of the way, I'm going to be going down. So the iceberg goes beginning, going down, getting deeper, conspiracies, and then the bad boy of YouTube, which is the deepest part. So we're going to start all the way from the beginning. So, in no particular order, house is always dirtied and cluttered. So what this means by the house is always dirty and cluttered is, well, it's kind of obvious, because if you watch just one of their videos that takes place in their house, you will see it is disgusting. Like, there is filth all over the place, and it looks like they haven't cleaned in like 10 years. William's Xbox addiction. So if you've watched Violet's1st, which I'm really hoping you are if you're watching this video, or else you're probably going to be really lost. But if you've watched them, then you really know what this means. William's just an epic gamer that can't get off his Xbox. 13 bad words. So 13 bad words, I don't actually know the full list of 13 bad words. I couldn't really find it. I don't know if anyone's actually compiled it, and I don't know if Violet's really, like, said much on this about it herself. But 13 bad words just refers to 13 bad words. Throughout their videos, you will hear Bill and Violet cuss, probably Andy and Lucy too. Lucy freaking gives William the middle finger, so I'm not surprised if she's heard cussing. But William is a minor throughout these videos, so I guess Violet is just not wanting him to cuss, and, we'll go more into this later, but yeah, 13 bad words. Peanut butter cup moment. So, peanut butter cup moment just refers to Violet's moments. Like, she'll have her family time too. But, I didn't put this in here because peanut butter cup moment is just enough. But, yeah, she's really weird with her peanut butter cup moments. William doesn't want to do his homework. Now, I don't think I even need to explain this, because this is the first video that Violet's1st was really known for. And, kind of just kicked off their career, if you can even call it that. Bill's Big Mac addiction. So, similar to the Xbox thing with William, Bill's just addicted to Big Macs. Rage videos. So, sorry about that. This is unscripted, so I'm probably going to be all over the freaking place. Trying to keep it 13 bad words out, but, So, rage videos and prank videos. So, these, again, refer to videos on the channel. Rage and prank videos. You probably know what they are. I'm not going to bother explaining them. Just, it's what it sounds like. William setting things on fire. So this refers to William setting things on fire, and if you've watched Violet's1st, you will see that this was, like, a popular thing on their channel for a while, and I feel like it kind of died down, and then it, like, came back up, and I don't know, it's just on and off. I feel like William sets things on fire. Casually degrading each other. So what this means is, like, you'll hear Bill just saying things like jerk and dingbat and other stuff. But, it's just kind of weird to me how they just casually degrade each other, even though they're family. And, again, we're going to get more into the whole scripted thing. But even though it's scripted, it's just kind of like, damn, that's like, you're really, even though if it is truly scripted, which I hope so, and it probably is, but, even so, it's like, you're just making yourself look like an abusive parent, and it's just bad. So finally we have Violette2nd and Raging Gaming. So that was the very top of the iceberg, and this is just like the stuff that anyone can find if they do a simple Violette1st search, or this is just if you've watched Violette1st on and off, this is kind of just stuff and as we go down, it's gonna get more into stuff that people you probably don't know unless you've really done your research and really have looked at the channels. So finally we are moving down. I know the first layer took a little bit, but we are moving down to the second layer, which is going down. So at going down, we have William's special doctor. So again, if you've watched Violette1st, you will know that there was a video specifically made called something like William refuses to see the special doctor or something like that. And I know I'm going to say this a lot, but we will talk more about, his special doctor. So if I see them like I'm speeding through these, that's probably because I'm going to revisit them sooner or later. So yeah, not much to say about it. So Violet has asthma. So this was confirmed in the video where they went out for pumpkins and William basically hijacked her car. And that video, Violet said that she had asthma because she was like trying to run and she just said she had asthma. So not much to say about that either. Bill has an eating disorder. So I'm not even gonna go into this because we all know what this means. Violet's mental breakdown on the roof. So, Violet, she films everything, she does everything, and you gotta think that sometimes it just gets too hard. And if you know what video this is referring to, it's the one where she threw clothing off the roof because of a fan mail video that didn't process correctly and got lost. And I understand that because I've been editing videos before and my editing app would just crash, so I honestly feel her. And it sucks, it's a terrible feeling, but I don't think I'm just gonna go throw clothes off the roof, but whatever makes her happy, I guess. So, William says shit. So, this is where the 13 bad words tie in. So, this was a whole video where basically William was on his Xbox and Violet was just creepily watching him through the crack of his door. That's not creepy at all. And she heard William say shit. And, it was like a split second. Like, you could hardly even hear it. I don't know. It was just such a big deal. And then it's funny because in the video, Bill is just like cussing. So I don't know. I don't get it. Creepy basement. So this just refers to the basement that's rarely seen in videos. And, it made an appearance in the video where Andy and Bill just had fun with William's Xbox. Let's just say that. They buried it. And William went down in the basement because, just watch the video. Watch the video. Bill is a contractor. So now this one's pretty straightforward if you watch their videos. I didn't just look this up. I didn't just, whatever. I didn't go to the Wikipedia. This is actually something that I figured for a long time watching their videos because Bill has his truck and, he has ladders, he has tools, he has all that. So it's just straightforward to assume he's a contractor. I mean, he might be something else, but I'm pretty sure he's a contractor. And then in the one video where he pranked William with the itching prank, he also had leftover fiberglass from, a job. So, I just feel like there's more proof, building up to it. And if he's not a contractor, then I don't know what he is, but I'm pretty sure he is one. Peeps. So, this refers to two things, actually. So you're like, what do you mean two things? Well, yes, it does refer to Andy's peeps, but it also is referring to the time when Bill went back into the burning house in the prank video to save his peeps. Sansui TV. So the Sansui TV, we all know what this is. This refers to the TV that Bill supposedly thought was a Samsung, and yeah, great video, go watch it. Bill goes on a diet. So Bill Goes on a Diet was a pretty controversial video because, the title says it all. And, that whole video was just a roller coaster. And then Bill has fallen and can't get up. So this happened before the diet video. The diet video was like a sequel to Bill has fallen and can't get up. But it's just what it sounds like. Bill fell and couldn't get up. And this was after the buffet, I believe. Lucy drops William's Xbox in the water. So this is referring, and there will be more of this later, but this is referring to the Daytona Beach incident where they went on a boat and Lucy just freaking hid William's Xbox. So I guess, I don't know, some weird string and just dropped it in the water. So yeah, there's that. Merry Christmas, Happy Hanukkah, I don't know, yes, happy birthday, William, there you go, yes. William reacts to guy beating up kangaroo. So I put this one on here because I feel like it's kind of just gotten lost in time. I mean, it's not a usual, like, video, like a rage or prank video, like I mentioned earlier. It's kind of just something that's kind of out there, and it was on the main channel, I believe, so I just went ahead and threw this in, because I also feel like it's forgotten, but, you know. Violet covering her face when she's being filmed. So this refers to, a lot of times, not always, but a lot of times Violet will cover her face when she's being filmed. I think she did this in her freak out video, I can't remember, but you know, it's understandable, but it's also kind of weird. I don't know. Alright, so William's burns. So if you've watched Violet's First, you will probably notice that William has burns on his arm, I believe, and his leg, or maybe both arms and legs, and I'm going to possibly talk about something that could have to do with this at the very end of the iceberg, so, you know, making sure you stay tuned for that. William's shoe shenanigans. 99 listing, troll bitter, duct tape shoes, and $15 Walmart special shoes. So this is referring to what I just said, and gotta say, Walmart special shoes was a great episode. Nasty pool. So this just refers to the nasty pool, and if you've seen the video of William and Andy fighting in the pool, then you'll know exactly what I'm talking about. Violet's office. Now, you're like, why is Violet's office on here? Well, I don't know. I just put it in because, I mean, we see her office, but we don't see it a lot, and it's kind of just hidden. So, why not? Andy on the news. So this is referring to Andy on the news. This was posted on Violet 2nd, and I searched, like, thoroughly. I really searched to try to find the actual news clip of Andy, and for the love of God, I could not find it. So I don't know if he ever actually made it in the final cut. I don't know how well that works. I don't know if it was live. But yeah, I watched like probably 10 or 15 videos and I could not find it. But why he was on the news, it was nothing bad. Don't worry, he's not like a criminal. It was because there was like some building around their area that like burnt down. It was like a really big deal. So yeah. Daylight Savings Association. It's real. Flagged videos. So this just refers to videos that have been flagged by YouTube falsely, or because someone was like repeatedly reporting Violet's First, or it could just be because, you know, YouTube's just retarded. So, you know, take it as what you will, or I can't English, but you know what I mean. Flagged videos, everyone probably dealt with one before. COPA. So COPA ties into the flagged video. So COPA, I don't remember when this took place. It was probably like 2019 or 2020, I want to say. This took place. And it's like a really big issue to content creators, because if you had a child in your video was like automatically demonetized, and the comments were turned off. And like, this sucked because, you know, Violet's First just like really loved the fan interactions. They loved seeing the comments. So this really affected their channel in a negative way. Address on Google. So the address can actually be found on Google, and I did look it up because I was curious, and yes, it is on Google, but since Violet's First, you know, I mean, they're real people. I mean, it's kind of creepy that you can just look them up and find their address. So luckily they got their address taken off of Google Maps. I guess they got in contact with Google. So, you know, if you want to actually go to their house, please don't. I mean, I don't know. I don't know if they even live there anymore. Like, who knows? It's just guys, just don't be an asshole, okay? Violet edits on her phone. So this can be seen in the video where she throws clothing on the roof. She was editing on her phone. So yeah, not much to say about this one. Pixar thumbnails. So if you've seen the atrocious thumbnails, you'll probably realize that there's a recurring font in just every thumbnail almost in the newer ones. And I'm pretty sure she makes these on Pixar, but who knows. So, wow, we have just covered the whole going down part of the iceberg. 14 minutes in, about, you know. But, yeah, I think I'm making good time, you know. So, this one's a little long, so moving on to the getting deeper part of the iceberg. So, this is stuff that you probably won't know unless you did research, or, you know, this is just stuff that's kind of been lost in time, or stuff that, you know, it's there, but it doesn't really get talked about a lot. So, getting deeper. William says retard. So, in a video from like 11 years ago, Violet just was pranking William, and this was before they blew up, by the way. This was just a terribly edited video on Movie Maker from like the early 2000s, so this was nothing special. There wasn't even any footage, but William did say retard and retarded, and Violet, just for a fun fact for you guys, Violet would love to jump on a trampoline to Eminem music. So there you go. There's some trivia. Add that on her wiki page right now. I dare you. All right. Dogs rarely bark in videos. So this is just talking about how the dogs really don't make noise in the videos. And I mean, there's one clip I have of the dog barking, but I mean, you really don't see them that much either. Ugly 4-hole glass table that was consistent in videos for years and got replaced by a wooden table. So yeah, you're like, why? Why is this in here? Well, because it's my Iceberg and I can put whatever the hell I want. Okay, well, you know, I just thought, why not? Why not put it in here? Because you know what? It's something I noticed. It counts. Don't aim me. You know, okay? It's just moving on. Andy is a weeb. So, Andy is a weeb is referring to if you stalk Andy's Instagram account, which I recently just found out he had an account. So, I decided to stalk him because, you know, that's normal. I just looked his account up and it's weird. It's really weird. I will go ahead and just put his A on the screen if you want to, you know, check it out. But it's really weird. And, you know, he's a weeb because he's following like anime accounts, and no offense to him, you know, that's cool, he can do what he wants, but it just kind of caught me off guard because like he doesn't seem like the type of person to be into anime, so I just thought I'd include this, you know. Anyways, and as far as Instagram, I do know William and his girlfriend are on Instagram, but I don't think Violet and Bill are on there. I don't know. I know you can just, if you just look it up, you can easily find their Instagram, so you know. Violet1st went missing for 3 years and suddenly came back. So we probably all know what this means. They went missing for 3 years and they just suddenly came back. Not much to say. Acting up in Sears. So this refers to a video where Violet literally forced William to go out to buy clothing because, as we know, William is famous for his one green shirt that he wears in almost every video. So, you know, that was a whole thing. Kind of awkward to watch. It was weird, but, you know. Surf and Turf Challenge. So this refers to the Daytona Beach vacation? Daytona, excuse me. And anyways, this just refers to the burger. If you've watched the live stream, you'll know that, you know, they got a giant ass burger and it was a challenge to eat it. Something like that, yes. But I just put this here because, you know, another thing that's not really talked about a lot. Then moving on, we have the Daytona Beach vacation, which just refers to the Daytona Beach vacations because, you know, if you go back to their older videos, they've actually been there quite a lot, so this is like their #1 spot for vacations, I guess. And Lucy and William fighting in the Daytona Beach live stream. So this refers to the Surf and Turf live stream, I believe, and William and Lucy can just be seen fighting in it and whatnot. Not like actual fighting, but, you know, degrading each other casually. Hashtag Violet1st DeviantArt tag. Oh my, yes, this is, I don't know what to say. Just look it up on DeviantArt if you have DeviantArt. I mean, I don't even think you need it, but it's just something else. Let's just say it's something else. Violet1st wiki. So if you know about the DeviantArt tag and you thought that was bad, well, the wiki is worse. Yeah, it's kind of weird. Yeah, not much to say. Violet1st tuneme.com. So this is referring to someone on the wiki, like, just made them into Pixar characters, Bill, Andy, Violet, and William. And it just looks really cursed and weird, and it's also under the DeviantArt tag too. And yes, I had to go through the DeviantArt tag, and I had to go through the wiki. It was very cringy and very awkward, so I'm making a sacrifice so you don't have to. William walking in the halls. So, I don't remember what year this really was, but there was a video that surfaced, actually it's probably 5 or 6 years ago, wow. There was a video that surfaced online on YouTube that was a video of William from Violet1st, obviously, walking in the halls, and this made William really pissed off. Like, he just went off on this person, and it was just a whole shenanigan, and you can still find the video. It's called, I believe, Stalked YouTuber Loses It. So yeah, the original video has since been taken down, obviously, because as far as I know, Violet actually, like, got in contact with Google to, like, get this taken down and get this person in trouble. So, yeah. I mean, it's still up on YouTube, re-uploaded, but, you know, I remember when it first came out. lost fan mail video. So this is referring to the last part of the fan mail that Violet lost when she had her freak out. And, you know, obviously I don't think you can get it back at this point, but, you know, it's just kind of cool to think about that there is a lost fan mail out there, but it's not like you can just find it on the internet randomly. It's like literally lost. Like the video editor, it messed up. It is lost. So Ron and Rebecca, to be honest, I don't really remember much about Ron and Rebecca, and I should have done my research on her before this video, but, you know, I'm pretty sure this is like Andy's ex-girlfriend, I want to say. I can't really remember, but yeah, Ron and Rebecca was talked about in a video. She had like her own video. So yeah. So, Tony Tornado drama. So, this goes back quite a while. So, Tony Tornado is basically just some guy trying to make it big on YouTube by making, like, cringy clickbaity videos. And for a while, he quite literally, like, if you just go to his channel, he literally just ripped off Violette1st. And he basically said they copied him, and it was just a whole freaking thing that was so stupid, and it was ridiculous. So, 2-hour live stream update. This just refers to the live stream that Violet made on Violette1st. It was just a 2-hour Google Hangouts live stream thing where she just made an update and did some fan mail, I think. Violette1st, our first movie. So this goes back to the wiki. There's actually someone on the wiki for Violette1st who was actually made like a whole script for a video, which is, movie, which is very impressive. Like, it actually sounds kind of good. Like, I read the script and, you know, it's not bad. Lucy's 10th birthday. So, the last 2-3 on these lists kind of just refer to some older videos that you probably don't know exist, and I believe these are on Violet's 2nd. William sings happy birthday to his grandma. Now, I put this in here not because William, but I just put it in here because you never really see other family members a lot, and, you know, it's kind of a hint to the last layer. But, you know, I just put it in here because we really don't see the grandma a lot, or really other family members, so I just threw it in here. William watches helicopter car accident scene. Kind of weird, I just threw it in here, but, you know, I don't know. Conspiracies, my favorite layer. So conspiracies, oh conspiracies. So some of these might be true, some of them might not be true, but I'm going to be going over all of them, so let's get started. Zachary is adopted. So I'm kind of torn on to put this here because I've heard people saying Zachary is actually adopted, but I always thought Lucy just got pregnant and just decided to keep Zachary. You know, not much is really said about it. I don't understand why Lucy, being like in her 19s and her 20s, would adopt a child. It just seems weird to me unless, you know, there's like a genuine reason for it. You know, if like a friend was pregnant and something bad happened and she adopted him, you know, that's reasonable. You know, I get that, but I don't know. It just kind of confusing. I saw it online, but, you know, don't really believe it because there's not really any concrete proof. So, yeah, take that as what you will. Violette1st isn't staged. So this basically just means Violette1st isn't staged, you know. The videos are real and, you know, but, you know, this is the conspiracy layer, so take everything here with a chunk of salt because half of this probably isn't even true. The rest of their family thinks they're insane. Now, this could actually be kind of true because, I don't know, like, they're crazy and their videos are probably staged, but if they aren't, God, who knows what their family would think of them. I mean, you know, the Thanksgiving video wasn't staged and everyone was shocked. So, this just relates to what I just said, you know. Andy is a furry. So if you've seen this one video, I can't recall which one it is off the top of my head, but there's a video where Andy is wearing like these furry slippers and he wants William to rub his feet. So, yeah, Andy is on drugs. So Andy, no offense to Andy, he's cool and all, but he's kind of really just weird and out there. So yeah, just putting this on here because it could be true for all we know. Violet relies on YouTube for income. So this just means that Violet relies on the YouTube videos, monetization to get money. Bill is actually abusive. So there's not really much to say about this. You know, it's just that Bill is actually an abusive parent. William is married. So there was a whole like big deal about this on YouTube. And guys, this has actually been debunked. William is not married. I think he's engaged. I'm not sure. Can't remember. Not gonna claim that as knowledge, but I know his girlfriend has said they aren't married, so there's that. And then Lucy is married, so I don't know. I just threw this in here because Lucy kind of just disappeared, and I honestly would love to know what happened to her. And she kind of just disappeared, so she could be married for all we know. William is in college, so I'm pretty sure this was also debunked by his girlfriend. I'm honestly not sure, but I don't think he's in college. William is actually ungrateful. Now, this could be true, because in one video, the daylight savings freak-out video, William said that he only wanted to go to his grandma's house because she, unquote, she could possibly give him money. And, I don't know if this was an act or not, but I mean, hey, money's money, but, if you're gonna be ungrateful about it, then piss off, right? Bill dying rumor. So this refers to a rumor that Bill was dying, and this was during the time that Violette1st kind of just disappeared, because, right when they disappeared was kind of really when COVID started to happen, and Violet had said that a family member had passed away, so everyone just jumped to the conclusion that Bill had passed away. And, Bill is, I don't want to be rude, but Bill is kind of obese, and, the whole has fallen and can't get up and whatnot. People just kind of assumed that, maybe his weight killed him, and I mean, that's a genuine concern, and, so I get why this rumor would be a thing. They actually all hate each other, and Bill and Violet are genuinely abusive parents. So this just means exactly what it says. Oh my gosh, we have made it through all of the layers except the last one. So hold on tight, because the last layer is kind of weird and just, it's unique, okay? So moving down to the final layer of the Violette1st iceberg, we have Bad Boy of YouTube. So, William hospitalized for 51 nights. So there is a video on the first Violette1st channel. It's called, William acting up in the hospital. And in the description, it states that William was in the hospital for 51 nights, which is about 6 weeks. So, remember those burns we talked about earlier? I think that this could actually be related to the burns that William had. I mean, why else would he be in the hospital for 6 weeks? I just think maybe he was getting his burns treated. I don't want to jump to conclusions here, but I feel like I'm making a connection. Deceased dog. So, in an older video of Mitty drinking table on the ugly floral table, there is actually a dog that can be seen for a split second when Violet pans the camera down. And this dog is seen nowhere in the newer videos, the prank videos, rage videos, whatever. We just see Billy and Ellie. So this dog has most likely passed away, and this dog was never in a modern video. Random kid on the bench barking. So this refers to the older video of some black kid just on a bench barking. I guess this was at the hospital. I don't know. It's kind of weird. It's awkward. I don't watch it. William bullied a kid in a wheelchair. So William did bully a disabled kid, and there was actually a whole video of it. And in his defense, he was young, but at the same time, I'm not going to fully defend him because, it's messed up to bully someone because they're disabled or, they aren't as privileged or whatever, just whatever how you want to say it, but, pretty messed up. But then again, like I said, he was young, so I don't know. I didn't really watch the video fully, but still really messed up and just something I wanted to put on here. And this could also tie into the, William is actually ungrateful, which William is actually ungrateful could also be William is actually an asshole. But, just take it as what you will. And Andy lives in a crack house. So, I know what you're saying. What do you mean? What he lives in a crack house? Okay, so I don't know if he actually lives in a crack house, but remember how I said I stalked his Instagram? For the purpose of this iceberg, nothing else, I swear. Anyways, there is a distinct picture on his Instagram where it's weird. I will put it on screen. It is really weird. I'm pretty sure this is a crack house, guys. Not much else to say. Oh, okay. Bill is actually an alcoholic. So technically this could be in the conspiracies part, but I honestly do believe that Bill is actually alcoholic because, I mean, I don't know, it could just be an act, but I don't know. I mean, I feel like this could fit in both layers, but, let's just say it's in between Conspiracies and Bad Boy of YouTube. That just makes it better, okay? Violet confirms William has ADHD. ADHD, excuse me. Alright, so before I made this iceberg, I actually looked another iceberg up, and I found one that was really like empty and not fully completed to my standards as a Violet's First lore expert. Yes, I am calling myself that because I can. Shut up. Alright, so I don't know when this was confirmed. I'm guessing possibly a live stream or in a fan mail. I really don't know, and I really hope this is real, or else this would just make my iceberg fall apart. But I'm really hoping this is real, so I just put it in here because it's just, it's like, yeah, okay. Andy's rap. So Andy's a rapper, guys. Okay, but seriously, this refers to a really old video on Violet's First where Andy he made a rap. He did the thing. The videos used to be normal. So this refers to if you go to Violet's First channel and at the top, you go to the videos and you go to the top and you sort it by date added oldest. If you watch their older videos, it's basically just Violet vlogging her kids growing up, and it's actually pretty wholesome, and it's just them making memories as a family. Now, nothing messed up, except some of it's kind of William's an asshole. Okay, so Andy's teen pregnancy. Okay, you're probably like, okay, what is wrong with you? What is this bad boy of YouTube layer? What is all this shit? Why are you putting in Andy's pregnancy? He's a man. What? I hear you, but this is a joke. This is more of a joke, guys. Okay, so there's an older video where it's a skit where William's playing or watching TV in the living room, Violet's sitting down, and then Andy walks in and he just has a pillow. He has a pillow just stuffed under his shirt, and William just leaves the room because Violet tells him to, and then Lucy comes in and then she beats up Lucy. It's weird. It's all staged, obviously, but it's just really weird, and it's, yeah. Okay, so we have made it through all the layers, but there's one thing that I bet you didn't know. Okay, for real though, this is something. Throughout making this iceberg, I had a gut feeling that there was another child who had cut Violet and Bill off and wanted nothing to do with them. And throughout making this, I just had this gut feeling, like I knew I heard from somewhere they had another child. I swore. And I finally found the video confirming that. I thought I was going insane, and I wasn't. They actually do have another child. Kinsley, I believe her name is. I might have said that wrong. I forgot, honestly. But Kelsey, Kinsley, that's her name, somewhere like that. But yeah. Anyways, it's kind of crazy. And on her wiki page, it's guessed that she's Bill's stepdaughter, and that could mean that she lives with her birth mother, and you know, she lives with her mom and wants nothing to do with Bill and Violet I mean, it's obvious why. But there is a video celebrating one of her birthdays in the Violet's First house, so I guess after that she was allowed to like choose who to live with. I honestly don't know, but she has not showed up in any prank rage videos, any modern videos. So yeah, it's just kind of crazy to think about, and it's kind of sad because, I mean, you don't know what really happens behind the cameras, and there could be like a really messed up reason she doesn't talk to them. And if she really is Bill's daughter, Violet's stepdaughter, that could really, you know, make the whole Bill is actually abusive thing true. And it's really sad to just think about, you know, like, this is an iceberg video. I am like, okay, I need to just wrap this up. But yeah, so that out of the way, that is the really extensive Violet's First iceberg. So I hope you all enjoyed this video. You know, this is my first iceberg. I hope I did it okay. This is not scripted, so I really hope this is alright. I just hit my chair, and goodbye.